Hello, my name is Jance Levin. We are along the Columbia River in Richland, Washington at Howard Amon Park, and we're going to ask the one question: what's a story from your life you wish you could tell more often? This is Stranger Stories. So what's your name?
Ellen. Karina.
My name's Matthew Cersei.
Hi, my name's Javier.
So what's your name?
Henry.
So what's a story from your life you wish you could tell more often? So what's a story from your life you wish you could tell more often?
When I went to Russia way back in 1997, and I was there for 10 months to study the language, I was not prepared to go because things I know now, I didn't know back then. I was a lot younger and crazier.
So what's a story from your life you wish you could tell more often?
I wish I could tell people about my channel and everything and how great it is. My channel is Ramona Scott. You'll find me on YouTube.
Probably the first time that I hiked Mount St. Helens, we were super unprepared for it to be cold because the weather ended up doing a weird thing, and we almost got frostbite on the way down, and then we got lost on the way down because we went sledding down.
I would say that music has been so impactful to a lot of people, in my life. I created a lot of friends through music, and it's created a lot of opportunities in my life.
I have 3 sons, and I'm from Iowa originally, and we were back in Iowa. My son was 2. The day before, we had seen Bill Clinton, who was just this magnetic personality, and I had seen him with my 2-year-old son, and I had to hand my 2-year-old over a crowd to Bill Clinton, who wanted to hold my 2-year-old son.
Oh my God! What's a story from your life you wish you could tell more often?
Probably how I was adopted, and it was just basically what my parents had told me is just that I was a gift. And I know the whole religion thing, all that, like, I'm not really with that or anything, but it's better to believe that there's something good than dealing with something evil. And my parents have just always told me that I had a reason to be on this earth, and that was just me being here in general, no matter what, if it was for goodness or less.
I don't know, one that I always tell is how I cut my knee open in like first grade on a trampoline.
It's one I tell semi-often because I don't really have much stories, but I'd say it's an injury from when I was younger.
I fell through like the springs and it cut my knee open.
Splitting my head open on a shower drain.
On a shower what?
Shower drain.
I saw the bone of my knee at like 6.
I was about 6.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Wait, do you still have the scar on your head? Is that the scar?
Yeah, that's the scar.
16 stitches.
6 staples later, voila.
People who love to travel learn a lot of things as they go, as they're traveling, or wherever they travel to. But you can never be fully prepared mentally because it's always an adventure wherever you go. Hanging out with my buddies from Russia, going to dances, meeting the women. It was a great experience. I would do it all over again.
We went in the summer twice. We went twice in 2 weeks because we were really mad the first time. And then the second time, all of our food melted because it was too hot. The second time was when it was all smoky and there were a bunch of fires. My first big hike, and I was like, I'm dying.
So we got a nice picture of him with Bill Clinton, and then a day or 2 later, we went to see Barack Obama. When Barack Obama was running for president, he was an unknown. He was in 3rd place in the Iowa caucuses. Because Bill Clinton had wanted to hold my 2-year-old, I just handed him my 2-year-old son. Barack Obama takes him, and because he was the up-and-coming candidate, there were all these photographers, a wall of photographers.
Oh my God.
So all the flashes start going off, and my son has to turn away, and Barack Obama embraces my son, and it was just this really neat moment.
There were staples in the back of my head, and then about a couple months later I had to get it pulled out, and that was not fun either.
Yeah, our mom pulled it out because she's a nurse.
Oh really? Oh, so you were in good hands, for sure. Yeah.
She was going to work when he cracked his head open.
Oh, so you just carpooled to the hospital, I guess.
Basically, yeah.
Story about how I lost my puppy to parvo. It's a disease. It's really deadly. It is a horrible way for a puppy to die, or any dog.
The advice I would give anybody who's beginning to want to travel and will eventually, is to always be safe, use common sense, and just always be careful wherever you go. I was almost kidnapped when I hung out with two guys at a bar, and they invited me to their apartment, and I was very naive, and I was almost held for ransom. Yeah, and it was pretty scary, but I managed to escape.
The best video I have on the channel would be my school part 1 video, and everyone seemed to have enjoyed those the most.
I played French horn, mellophone, and trumpet. They are all really cool instruments, and I think if you wanted to play any instrument, you could. It's just putting in the work and time. It's always worth it in the end because you are learning a different skill. Reading music is just like learning a different language, I would say. You know, it's just you have to put the time and effort in.
A year passes, he becomes president, and my friend in Iowa calls me and said, I just saw a picture of my oldest son, whose name is Will. I saw a picture of Will on Oprah when she still had her show. And they had put together this, Oprah had put together the show when he was elected. Musicians like Bono and I can't remember who else had made this music video.
Yeah.
And my son's picture is in this video that was on Oprah a year later.
I claimed a rock on there. Every time we went after that, I like take a picture at the same rock now.
I got told when I was younger I was gonna die, and then I got adopted, and then I got brought to a hospital and fixed up and everything for my disease. I had spina bifida. It's a disease that has something to do with your back. I don't really know what, but there's different types, and it just depends on where it's at. So there's one in the upper back, middle of your spine, and then the lower back. And I had it on the lower back, which is not that bad. My brother, my twin brother that I was born with, he died from it too. So basically, I feel like I was meant to be here to just do greatness for everybody else and just my brother and all that.
I broke a window from the second floor of the apartment, and I ran like never before.
You jumped from the second floor story?
Yeah, I like in the movies, just like I drove into the window because it was thick, and I got scraped, but I didn't care. I managed to break the window, and I ran. They chased me, but at the time I was really fast, and I was able to get away. It was a close call, and I learned a lot after that. I had to be more careful and not so naive.
If they don't have the right medication, they can easily get it and pass away. Until they have all their shots, to be careful.
Put your mind to it, and you are in a group that wants to do music. You can feel when the music is inspired by people who love music. You know, it's really cool.
It has nothing to do with like, oh, if God gave me the right place to do this or that. It's just, I know, like I had a feeling that I'm supposed to do good or anything like that. So I'm just gonna stick to that.
That's incredible. Thank you so much. That's very inspiring. This is a jet ski rental place, and me and Matt are gonna go jet skiing right now. I'm so excited! Perfect. Let's get it!
There's people friendly everywhere. There's more friendly people than bad people in the world, I still think. I still believe there's more good people than bad. There's more good than evil in the world still.
A couple of years ago, we were in a bookstore, and this picture is on the cover of a book now called Hugs from Obama.
Oh my gosh! He's a celebrity! Oh, what does your son think about all that? How old is he now?
He's 15.
So it was the oldest. Okay.
My oldest son, yeah. So he was 2 at the time. And he loves it. Absolutely loves it. We have a picture of him at the time when it was on Oprah, of him like hugging the TV. He was like, oh, there I am. I think because of it, perhaps, he is really into politics, and he just loves Obama.
When you travel, it changes your whole perspective of life, and you learn about yourself, and you learn about other people. I realized where we live at. We have it all here. Compared to so many other countries in the world, this is the best country in the world.
That was so fun! Oh, thank you so much. That was so good. That was a blast. That was nuts. Give a shout out. What's this?
Pacific Shores Sports.
Yes.
Come down.
Yes.
Fun.
Come down if you're in Richland, Washington. I'm gonna hand the microphone to Matt real quick because he said something that I thought was really neat.
Well, I just haven't ridden a jet ski since I was like 6 and I can't even remember it. So it's just like really cool to like go out on the water and like ride a jet ski again. Because I think the first time was when I was camping with my dad or something, and there was one there that we could rent. But I only know that because they told me that. So like to be able to actually go out and like experience jet skiing, freaking dope. Like I'm really thankful.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it, Javier.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.